though, as is the tradition round here, the head of security turned up to put in his shift.
Because even if it ain't fit, then at least I could do another boat and you can cope with one load and you're grain, can't you?
Yeah, we'll be able to.
You won't have to if you can't go on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll be able to, yeah.
What's this? Is this his 52nd harvest here? Well, it's 52. No, it's 51. No, I reckon it's 54. I'll ask him. Actually, there's no point, is there? Like workers of the world. Here we go. Look at this. It's the A team now. Gerald on combine. Caleb and Jeremy on tractors. Before we could get going, though, Simon's new high-tech combine started making noises at Gerald.
Simon, I got the 10-hour maintenance sync off. I can't stop it buzzing. How'd you stop it? Hi, Gerald, it's Simon. What's the problem? Yeah, I think it's towards Spurs. I went over there with this. Simon, I got the 10-hour 57 and over. There's the sun went down in the evening. I'll get going.
I mean,
Can you hear me, sorry?
What?
Yeah, I've got you. Can you hear me? I'm going to say, if you just don't go, you're going like a laser. I'll get it before you. There's a cross. Just press that cross. No, it's always been your warning now because you're going the harsher you went to here, wasn't it? That's the escape button. That's what? That's the escape button, Gerald. Strip all my clothes off and put them in a plastic bag. Oh, yeah, all 2 points already gone flat. That'll make them all square.
Diddly squat farm. Eventually, the farm's tech-savvy fetus went in to sort out the problem.
Yeah, a bit of room down, but for about the first 10 or 12 years.
It's got to be firm, one press on.
Oh, Gerald?
They got out again.
They were away from their mums. You'll have a job to keep me because ain't the other mums anyway.
Yeah,
So they've got the window. I was surprised to say they wasn't back up there with them. They decided to just crack and go through. You've got 3 strands of bus nearly all around the whole first to keep cattle in, haven't you? But, you know.
Whilst I decided to catch up on some maintenance jobs. Right, now then, up and away. Starting with the unruly hedge opposite Gerald's house. Hedge clipping. Yes. Lovely, lovely. All right, Gerald. The G-Dog is going to be dead chuffed that I've been out and sorted his hedge out for him.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, Jeremy. Christ, now turn that machine up or else it doesn't take that edge out for God's sake. They wasn't the edge to let that car, boy. Just put her into that.
Fucking hell. What the fuck is he doing? Look at that. He's missed all the brambles, though. I told him to start from the bottom and then work up.
That's like putting a T-shirt on your back to make the bloody old land of a church, I reckon. If you was a pigeon, that cut his carpet.
Here, mate, tell him off.
I said, I don't know too much about on the machine. It's the size going on now. I mean, it's not going to back your machine up. Oh, yeah, you was all wrong. I'm going to get your tractor instead of the road. Yeah, it's a legend, some of that.
You're not happy then? Right. Well, that's me sacked then. Happily, there was a decent turnout to see the new strip.
Go on, Chad.
Including Gerald and his brother.
I mean, they said about this lot of being, they get this many up here on a bloody Saturday. I mean, of course they
don't. One man and his dog. Do you know the way you know all the names of the Chelsea football players?
Yeah.
Do you know all the names of this team that you sponsor?
Jonathan, yeah, of course I do.
No, you don't.
I do. It's easy here, right? Supporters, right? Cooper, Cooper, and Cooper.
Name me one.
Cooper, 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 Cooper,
Yeah.
and there's Cooper. It just makes life so much simpler in the village.
Coopers take over.
And Gerald took us on a tour of the clubhouse,
So you take two off us, sent him mad, he went off the road on the way home.
where we discovered he was a bit of a local legend. Well, it's not you, because it's in colour.
Hey, look, there's a K Cooper in here.
Of course there is. Oh, wait a minute, I'm in the 80s here. Gerald Cooper. Where are you?
Here.
Is that you, still with the same moustache?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that line up there, they're sure being all a lot of them. So he didn't hear all the plays. They were all 22, and they, you know what I mean?
Oh, God, that's you. That's you.
Yeah.
You look like I just did tiger feet on top of the pops, and then I played football.
About Dennis said, sit round the corner and everything at one
Oh,
time.
God, yeah, that's you. No. Looking at someone like a Slade there. Diddly squat world was now under the glare of public scrutiny, with my activities the subject of national debate. I tell you what I want to do, Gerald, diddly squat's beer expert, let's be honest. I've got a case in the boot. I'll give him a shout, and he can come up and he can tell me what he thinks. Yeah. 6:10. And that is beer time. This is our spring barley.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's nice and clear, isn't it?
It's a nice beer, that.
Over the next couple of hours, we worked our way through the case and discussed many matters of great importance. I like a beer on a hot day.
Yeah.
I do like a beer on a
Yeah.
hot day. Hard day's work, a beer after.
Yeah, the couple of these off you make with what you. So I think that's do if I live on. Sometimes whatever you have, these out there, if it was about 90 degrees out there, go down a tree.
You know, if I have a beer, I love the
Yeah.
smell of beer.
Yeah, I've been where you've been and he's been. It's because you're barley. To put one twice as big as that supper or pickled onions or something like the Agberg, whatever it is in it, isn't it?
Wise words. Wise words.
Yeah, I like a session beer because I like a lot of pints.
A session. What is a
A
session?
session,
He's going for the sesh.
you know.
A session.
Haven't
beer.
had that for a while.
Since my fertilizer was now worth more than Elon Musk, it made sense to protect it from burglars. Right, here it is. So if you could give us a hand.
Yeah.
Which meant asking my head of security to help me fit a high-tech alarm system. I saw this on YouTube, and I thought, well, that's just bob on. It's a really good idea, this.
Everyone shoots a bullet. Tommy's probably got one that comes as far as here.
And I always think your approach to security is quite sensible.
Yeah, I don't want no full front. I want just meeting great big men when I come out, you know. Blokes with axes and stuff. I don't want a lot of that these days.
Whatever that is, we don't need to worry anymore. So, take this off.
If it's a real damp, foggy night.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Now, the idea is somebody comes in, it detects their movement, yeah?
Yeah.
And then a siren goes off.
Yeah.
And the siren triggers these, which are smoke canisters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this whole barn
We'll be
will
black
and
covered.
that properly
Dense.
thick smoke.
Yeah.
And you can't see a thing.
The thing is, though, with that big short piece that starts the wars, and then there's a piece that kill at least 12 people in one shot, front onto the narrow, where the, you know, where the edge finishes, because it hasn't got no prill, you know, until you've cleaned it all out. It wants just edge siding as well, really.
Mm. And then... Oh, you haven't!
What the fuck?
You have? Oh, fucking Caleb. We put that system in that completely fills the place with smoke.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought Gerald had his head of security. We put it in this morning.
Well, he didn't inform me. You're playing at.
For fuck's sake.
I really shit myself.
We've had it in 3 hours. I mean, I was hoping never. Oh, I can't. Where's the fucking door? Oh, look who's here. It's the G-Dog.
Hello.
Council.
Yeah, best of luck.
Yeah, thanks, Gerald.
As the hedge fund managers toiled away, they were joined by a rival from Wall Street and his wife. Hi, Gerald. How are you, Mrs. Gerald?
Yeah,
This is good, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Especially up through that narrow. Them black someone's go places, don't they?
Yeah.
These owl catchers on, they call them, don't they? You've seen them any year, Tom? This is, I don't know, I think, what I was looking at my bum there, I reckon they could do now, a chain. That's what I don't like about the job.
Well, I'm going to have a try at this. In fact, Caleb and I both decided to have a try. Mercifully, we were interrupted at this point by Gerald, who wanted to inspect my handiwork. That looks great, doesn't it?
Dear, oh dear.
And that goes.
What a load of shit. I mean, it's in a minute, we have blocks, you know. Every time you pull out, you got to try and get the baby between the studs for thing. You know, you're never going to put in the jacket because you're looking at cars and buses and stuff all the time. The more you can't mark, you know, it's like mowing grass. You go, whoop, look at that one hit, and it's all done, isn't it?
Yeah.
With my head of security. Right, the bull's coming at 3, so
Yeah.
about an hour.
Yeah,
So I've got to get these signs up telling ramblers, because, you know, this is a public footpath,
yeah.
that there's a bull in the field. But here's what's interesting. You can't put on the sign, danger, bull, because then I'm admitting I know it's dangerous. And then that makes me liable. But you can't say it's safe either, because
Yeah.
have you ever been attacked by a bull?
I know an old farm, you know, this is a story. When they were doing the winter littering down, like going in the like this with one of those bales, they must weigh half a ton, those round bales, don't they? If you come down to an Hereford, that them ladies used to wear years ago, just his neck muscles, up like that. But you never can tell. I mean, go in the ring with them, a lot of them. That far with the front wheels off the ground, that was with the bale in the thing and all.
Right, now I've got some signs.
That's why I was never a big lover of having a bull.
So-
You have to be careful.
Had these done. You know those people in the village
Yeah,
that moan
I
all the
know,
time,
yeah.
but they're in the pub on a Sunday with their red trousers on.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one. Whoa, whoa.
Once the signs were up, I showed Gerald how I'd used farm equipment as a bull containment measure. So we've got an electric fence there. If that doesn't work, I put this here
Yeah,
as a barrier,
yeah.
so I'm getting on the footpath.
So if you asked me or you would ask me to go out there with you, you know, all the whole world would go over there, wouldn't they? Simple as that.
Some planning stuff back from the council.
All right.
Hey, look who's here. G-Dog. Are you feeling better?
Well, you know, it's got to be like this with the dog goes underneath and that. What's that? That really helped.
Are you still positive?
Yeah.
Can we just notice this? He's in his 70s, positive up and about. In my 60s, positive up and about. Unlike the snowflake generation.
Well, no wonder I know it's in there. I mean, bloody hell, he's not in there.
I don't want to talk too loudly in here, because the walls have ears, as we know. We've got to get power and water to the restaurant.
Yeah.
The problem is, if we go out now, okay, and dig that trench, people are going to see. But after dark, if you just see tractor lights, you're just going to assume,
He's working late.
you know,
Fertilising, isn't he?
yeah. How much is that pipe? It's about £1 a metre, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
If we go straight across the field,
We could have had this whole idea before we planted our spring barley. It's all coming up looking lovely.
You didn't even look. Yeah, it's always over the ground when
I
you
know.
planted it. And he went, if it still works, it'll all come up. You wouldn't even
great
see
big,
it when
great
the
big
combine
horses
comes
running along it, making it bumpy as
I
hell.
literally don't know what you two are talking about.
Unless there's sort of 100 of them in like this, with his feet marks. You don't have any more rain now. It's corral, as I call it. You wouldn't even know where you...
Gerald, someone disguised as Gerald. No, it is Gerald.
It is Gerald.
And Mrs. Gerald.
We can't stop.
No, you Gerald.
Normally we would have had a conversation with
Yeah.
Gerald, but he can't stop.
Our first guests were being greeted by our front of house manager.
That's the same as me. I walk at me reading this, so I'm now driving and it doesn't really work properly, you know. That's... Hello. Up at the farm shop, now people in. Somebody's going to go whoop straight into them about. Well, you know.
G-Dog,
Gerald.
do you want to come for a helicopter ride?
Someone me to go over to her, you know, now I can keep my bomb-proof. I says, no, I'll take your curls off.
Assuming that was a no, I helped strap in the nervous fetus, who then got a relaxing pre-flight brief from the pilot.
That red tape on these big windows, if you pull that, the window would come out if you had to climb out the window. And if you get out when it's running, I'll be letting you out. If you see any of the jet fighters from the Fairford Air Show coming, let me know.
For what reason?
Well, we may not have seen them.
Yeah, no, if you see another plane coming towards us, don't think, oh, well, they're bound to have seen it, because they might not have done.
If when I'm in a car, my other half doesn't go, there's a car to the left of me.